Hello and welcome to the Crafty Diamond. I am Debbie. Today I'm going to be preparing for another kit. This one is Crystal Fox by Jeremiah Ketner. It is a 42.6 centimeter by 55.8 centimeter or 17 by 22 inches. I'm going to be doing this for a Jeremiah Ketner event. I will include the link for that so you can check that out if you're interested. This kit has 40 colors, and I'm going to be using my smaller container here that I really like. I'm not going to have enough bottles for this one, so I'm going to be using another one as well. So I have two different ones, and they're not even the same. The second one I'm going to be using will be this little cue box, and that's fine. I'm actually running out of containers. I thought I had plenty, but apparently I need to go ahead and finish up some kits that I have kitted up and I haven't even started some of them, and then others I need to kit down. So this will be fine to use for this, and then I will worry about that some other day. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm first going to use some washi, and this was from Simply Gilded. It's just washi that I'm going to put on my containers because I really do not want to have to deal with a lot of the excess goo or the labels actually sticking onto my bottle. And typically with Diamond Art Club, that's not going to happen. But just in case, I would rather not have to worry about that. I did go ahead and put my bags in somewhat of an order. I just lost the end of this. Somewhat of an order to make it a little bit faster. That's the only thing about some of this washi. If you lose the end on some of these, it's just hard to find. There we go. Especially the darker colors. Okay. So how is everybody doing today? Did everybody survive the holidays? I always love Christmas. I love that, the time of the year. But then once Christmas Day has come and gone, it's like I'm ready to start fresh. I'm ready to get back to some type of order, whatever that looks like for us sometimes. Get my house back in order, which I've pretty much done already. Now I just need to worry about cleaning. I don't know why this keeps tearing. This is unusual for Simply Gilded to rip like this one's doing. Let me see if I can get this. I don't have a lot of this one left, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to use it. And it kind of matches this kit too, but I mainly wanted to use this because I'm getting low on this one. So I thought, why not go ahead and use it, because it's not going to work on one of my kits. It might whenever I section it off, but I don't like to get to where I'm sectioning off and then I run out of that color. I have to use a different color. That just bothers me. Let's see here. Go ahead and start doing some of these. So I need to get 113. I really hope that I do not run into a lot of static with these drills. The last 2 or 3 times or more that I have kitted up, I have had so much static. And I hate having to deal with static. I'm just really not in the mood to deal with that today. And I've watched others and they're having static as well. So I mean, it's not just me. I thought at first maybe it's just me. Maybe it's something in my craft room, or it's just our weather, but it's a lot of others that are having the same problem with static. It's just awful. If I start to have problems, I will get out my dryer sheets. Just hopefully I don't have any problems with it though. And this will go smoothly and I don't have drills everywhere. This is going to be really pretty. This is going to be a really bright canvas, which is what I need after I did several Christmas and I'm doing some winter canvases. So I think this will be a lot of fun. I had a couple of other kits of Jeremiah Ketner's and I could not decide for the life of me which one I wanted to do for this event. I kept going back and forth, but then this one kept calling to me because it is so bright and it's not Christmas colors. And I thought, what a good way to start the year off, especially as cold and dreary that it is right now. This would be a really good kit to do. It's going to be a fast kit too. I think there's going to be a lot of color blocking, which will be really nice. I can multi-place and I can get it done. So I'm looking forward to that because I do have some larger ones that I'm working on. And I wasn't sure if I was going to do any events the first of the year, but there's two that I really want to do, and I have kits for both of them. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and do those. I see a little bit of static in this one. Maybe it's just at the end and I'll be okay. That's not horribly bad. I just get those out. All right, so far so good. That's a really pretty pink AB. This kit does have 4 ABs in it. And if you're not familiar with ABs, that's Aurora Borealis, and they are just shinier. They have an iridescent coating. Let's see, I need 155, 54. I believe these are the new drills, the new round drills of Diamond Art Club. This is a new kit that was released for either Black Friday or Cyber Monday. I'm not sure which, but I did pick it up on one of those days. And it was a new release, so I'm assuming because it was a new release, it's going to be the new drills. And I have not used those, so I'm looking forward to that. I've used the new square ones, but I have not used the new rounds. So that's going to be exciting. Okay, 155. There's a lot of purples and pinks and really light blues in here. So I think this is just going to be a really fun kit. The other event that I'm going to be doing, and you'll see a kitting up of that one, I'm not exactly sure when, but that is Alice in a Winter Wonderland. And so I had 2 kits for that one. I was going to participate last year and decided not to. And I had the kit, I could have done it. So I thought, well, since I've had this kit for well over a year, I am going to go ahead and participate in that one. And that's January and February. And that is a larger kit. I need to look back whenever I go and put that in my logbook. I need to look back and see the date that I actually purchased that one and put that on there on my logbook. I need to add this to my logbook as well. Let me get some more bottles here. I definitely need to go in and spend some time on my logbook soon so I can go ahead and put my finishes. I did not keep up with it towards the end of the year like I should have, but it won't be that bad to go in. I don't add to my logbook every time that I get a kit. I just do it when I am starting to work on my kit. I'm thinking about going in and putting all of my kits in there, but that is going to take up a lot of, not so much, it's going to take up some time too. It's going to be time consuming to do that, but also it is going to fill up my logbook, and so I don't know if I want to do that. I do have a section on my logbook to where I do have my, what's in my stash in there, so I just add to that. I don't know what is wrong with this washi. It is just, I don't think it's that old. One thing that if you have a lot of washi, you need to not just sit on it and not use it. Just think, it's pretty, I want to, save it. But washi does eventually go bad. I've had some washi for a really long time. I make cards. I also do memory keeping. And I was an avid scrapbooker for a number of years. And so I have a lot of my, leftover supplies from all of that. And I'm still making cards. But one thing with washi is it lasts for a long time, but if you don't use it, it is going to eventually lose its stickiness, and you're just going to have to end up throwing it away. So I've got a feeling maybe this was one of those, because it is just crumbling really, really bad. I may just go ahead and not worry about putting washi. I think I'll just not worry about putting the washi on there and just keep going. I haven't had a problem with Diamond Art Clubs on their any of their stickers, but just in case, let me try to do it just one more time. I don't want to do that or go get some more washi. But I like my washi to be the same, and I have two different ones, which I guess that's okay too. I just like everything to match. I'm kind of matchy-matchy. I really don't want to have two different color washies, even though you really can't see it, so that'd be okay too. I think it'll be fine. My last kit that I did, and I have not done a review on that one yet, but I need to, was the Retro Santa, and that was the exact opposite on the stickers. I could not get those stickers to stay on for anything. The stickers kept falling off. I tried to use Scotch tape. That didn't work, because when I used Scotch tape, I kept covering up the top of the bottles, and that was a problem because I couldn't get the tops open. So I ended up, the ones that fell off, I just had to keep them in order. I had to make sure that I didn't get them out of order, and then I just had to count whenever I needed a particular color. And it was okay because there weren't that many colors, and I was able to keep it together. I could have gone in and done some more labels, but I was so close to finishing that I really didn't want to fool with it. And I just kept it that way. I did not cut that very good. I'm looking at this at an angle. It's hard to tell what I'm doing here. So that one, I've never had that kind of problem with labels. And I was watching videos from others that were doing, whip and chats, and they were talking about their labels on that particular kit as well. So I don't know if it was just the kit or the fact that that one was a Hobby Lobby exclusive. I'm not really sure what the deal was on that. But I hope that this kit's not like that, because that was a new kit as well, but I don't think that had the new drills. It may have, but the drills didn't seem like they were they seemed to be the same drills as I've always used in the past. Let's see. 310. Now I move over to the 300s. I'm going to grab this stack. And there's not very many 310s in here. I was kind of surprised. There's only a very small handful of 310s. Let's see. I have finally decided on my goals for 2023 for diamond painting. And I have a video for that I am going to be doing. And I'm really excited to share those with you. I kept going back and forth on, what I want to do. I want to set goals that will be a little challenging for me, but not so challenging that I can't attain them. And then if I don't meet them, it's like no big deal. It's just something that I'm going to try to do, but it may or may not happen. I never know, my schedule sometimes will change. I'll have things going on with work, and so I may not have as much diamond painting time, or I may decide that something that I have on my goals I don't want to do. I'm just not in the mood to do a particular canvas, and I may end up not getting those done, and that's fine too. But I'm really excited to share those with you, so be on the lookout for that video. I think this video will be coming out before that one because I want my goals to be right on the 1st. And more than likely, this video will be coming out on Saturday. Let's see. All right, I need 333. I think this is going to be a really fun kit. I do have an unboxing on this one as well, and I will put that at the top of the eye, so you can go and look at that if you would like. It's part of my Black Friday unboxing, and those were 4 kits. And I definitely could have ordered more, but I won't say just, 4 is still a lot. Between Cyber Monday and Black Friday, I did order 4. But I thought this one would be really cute. I knew that I was going to be participating in this event, but I already had 2 others that I could have done, but I saw this one, and I really like Jeremiah Ketner's work. It's just so cute and whimsical on all the ones that I have. So I went ahead and got this one. My little trash can's filling up here. Let's see, 340. This isn't all going to fit in this one container, I don't think. We shall see. No. All right, so what I'm going to do here, there's no point in filling it to the top. I'm going to go ahead, and I have some labels that I just put somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and use these, and I'm just going to put 340 on here, so that way I don't have to have an extra bag to put those in. I will just put those in one of these bottles, and I am going to use washi on this. Possibly. Okay. I'll probably go ahead and use this bottle first. Just to go ahead and get that out of the way. 341. Sometimes if I don't have enough containers, or if I have quite a few drills, what I'll do is go ahead and I will have another bag, and I just put those into one of the little baggies, label it, and then I will put those in another bag and then just have to keep up with it. But as long as I have extra, it's nice to not have to worry about that. Right, this is 360. They're sticking to my hands. Right, 369. Okay, I love this green. It's one of my favorites. Okay, that's nice. It all fit in there. Now I'm getting up to the 500s. We're getting there. Right, here's the 500s. Okay, let's see. I'm filming on a different table, a different desk that is in my craft room. I'm going to see how it's going to go, because I have a table. I love my table that I use. You can raise it up and down, that I actually use to diamond paint on. And I've also been recording on that same table. But whenever I want to record, I have to take everything that I'm working on off the table, which, you know, is okay. It's no big deal. But whenever I am working on something that has 250 colors, like Diana that I'm doing, it's kind of a hassle to take everything off and then to have to find a place to put it and then put it back. So it's been kind of nice to try out this table. So far, I think the lighting is working okay. I'm just watching the recordings, and I think that it's going to be okay to do it this way. And I think that it actually is better because the lighting on this side of the room is a little better, and it's also closer to my window. So I do have one window in my basement, and so it's nice to let natural light in when I am filming. Okay, so that's a really pretty purple. Next one is 562. One of the goals for next year is to be more intentional with the canvases that I decide to purchase. And I've actually been doing that for the past few months. This has a little bit of static, but I don't go everywhere. Let's see. I've been more intentional of what I want. It has to be something that I'm really interested in and I just absolutely have to have. And it's something that if I purchase it, I want to do it, you know, right then and there. And that's the only way that I'm going to really buy another canvas, because I have so many. And looking at my stash that I have several that are older. And so I really need to focus on some of the older ones, because I don't know, I'm sure that they'll last for a really long time, but I want to do some of the older ones just to get them out of my stash. And I also want to do them. There's some reason or other why I haven't. This bag just ripped. This is probably going to go everywhere. So far, it's not too terribly bad. There are some static in here. There's also some little scrag. There's like two different colors in here. There's a purple and a blue. Oh, I had to put some bounce sheets in this one. I will do that later. But if you can see all the static, see how they're all clean together? That is static. So I'll put some bounce sheets in that one. I hope that doesn't mean the rest of these are going to be like that. Hopefully not. I don't mind some static, but It's just gotten to where the last one I had drills everywhere, all over my hands. They would stick to my hands. I would even rub bounce sheet on my hands. And this one's got some static in it too. I would rub some bounce sheets on my hands in order to help with that, and that just felt awful. So I really don't want to do that unless I just have to. I also, if I see that the static is really bad, I will even open the bags all the way up. I will put some small bounce sheets in there and then just rub them through the bag or shake it up, and then also take that same bounce sheet, the little sliver, and put it in my bottle. That helps a lot too, but some of the static has been so bad that really nothing has helped. Okay, I need to get some more bottles here. And I don't know why the static has been so bad lately. And it's not just Diamond Art Club, as I mentioned, it's other companies as well. I've mainly just done Diamond Art Club though lately. And that's something else that's going to be part of my goals for next year, is that I want to work on some of my other kits that's not just Diamond Art Club. And I mainly gravitate towards Diamond Art Club because that's what I have the most of in my stash. But that's not a very good excuse, which is why I'm going to have that as part of my goals for next year, is to be able to do more of my other kits. And I really haven't made any goals in the past for diamond painting. The main one that I did for this year was that I wanted to finish Diana, and I didn't even really make that goal until like September of this year, so that really wasn't that good. That wasn't a very good plan. I don't think I'm going to get her finished, but I am closer, and it's okay. I mean, it's not something that just had to be done. It's a large one. I'm kind of savoring it too. It's so pretty, and I'm going to be excited when I finish it, but I'm also going to be a little sad because I've been working on it for so long. It's just been there, and it's a lot of fun to do, but never fear, I have more where that came from. I do have a few more from Diamond Painting Deutschland that I'm going to be doing. And I am going to be working on a Josephine wall. I have several. I'm not sure. Did not cut that very good. I have several of Josephine walls. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do next after Diana, but I do have the J wall event coming up that I am going to be hosting, and I got to decide which one I want to do. I may be doing a new one that I am ordering. I'm from a company to see how I like their renderings, and that way I could recommend that company for the event if anyone wanted to participate and needed a canvas. Then that would be a really good company to go through. So I'm seeing how long that it takes to get my painting in and how I feel about the painting before, of course, I mention the name or recommend. So if you're interested in the J-Wall event, that is going to be from April to May. I will include some information in a month or so. I think that it's a little early now. I'm working on contacting some potential sponsors. I don't know if I will get any, that will be willing. But if not, I'm still going to, oh no, I should have counted that one a little better. I will just put that in the overflow. That's fine. That was my last one. Let me go ahead and do this. I haven't used these in a long time. Some of these still have a few drills in them. I like these. You just pop the sides and then put your drills in. They do hold a lot more than what it looks like. This is $9.95. I'm going to go ahead and put that on here. I usually like to have all of my drills in one container. So this is going to be kind of different for me to do it this way, but I think you'll be okay this one time. At least it's going to have to be. Let's see, $33.25. I thought I had quite a few more containers. I need to check, but I don't have them on my shelf. This is where I keep all of my containers. So I need to look into that. I may have to buy me a few more. But if I buy more, then I might be inclined to kit up more. So maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should wait and finish some, and then I will have more containers. Okay. So that one's going to go there. So I finished this one. I'm going to go ahead and close it. I will show you what that looks like whenever I'm done. So now I have these little containers that I need to do. Let's see, I need 10 more. Having to reach, it's not easy. Let's see. I haven't decided yet what washi I'm going to use for this kit. I have so much to choose from. I will decide later on that. And I like to section off. I like to section off my canvas with washi. Sometimes I will use release paper. It just kind of depends on what mood that I'm in, what I'm working on. But for the most part, I like to just use washi. And I will use release paper if there's a problem with the plastic wrap that's on there, the plastic covering. Sometimes it may be flimsy or it may have a lot of wrinkles in it, and that bothers me. So I will just go ahead and use release paper. But I've gotten to where I just prefer to use washi. And that's just, you know, anybody's preference. It's whatever your preference is, whatever you like to use. And if you haven't tried using washi, you know, I encourage you to do so. Just try it and see if you like it. You might like it better. For me, for some reason, I enjoy it better. It's also, for me, it's a little faster the way that I section it off, because I can see how much I need to get done, or how much I want to get done for each section. Whereas with release paper, you know, it's small. My release paper is smaller, and I never know how much that I really want to do for the section. I have to kind of take 2 or 3 of the release papers off. So it just, for me, it just works out better using the washi. There's that one. Those are closing kind of weird. Let's see, 36.09. I'm hoping that this turns out really cute the way that I expect it to. And my craft room is pink. My walls are pink. So it's kind of pink and black. So I think this will be really pretty, really cute to put on my walls. I have one wall that I don't have anything on it yet. I'm just saving it because I cannot decide what I want to put on there. But I think, and I need to go ahead because I'm tired of having blank walls in my craft room. This has a lot of static, so I'm just barely open this, just enough for the drills to come out, in hopes that they don't go everywhere. I just really haven't, let's see, 37.46. I have only, I have only Oh, this one's got a lot of static too. Let's see. I've only framed 2 of my paintings, and one was Elizabeth by Mandy Manzano. It is my absolute favorite. Of all the diamond paintings that I have done, Elizabeth is my favorite one. And I paid a ridiculous amount. Oh, this is going to be bad. I paid a ridiculous amount of framing for her. But she is, she's gorgeous. The frame it looks like an antique frame, so it's perfect for that particular canvas. And I have that one. It's a very heavy frame. I have that one in my craft room. It is not on the wall. I've got a mess here because this one is just full of static. So I'm trying to get this off. I'm going to put this in my container. I'm going to have to put some washi in here. As you can see, this is really bad. So I guess that's not too bad. I'm almost done, and the static's starting to get a little bad, but it's not. It's been pretty good until now, so I can't complain too much. But that was my favorite one. I have a small area in my craft room that is bricked, and I think there used to be at one point maybe a wood burning stove down here, because you can see where the venting was, but there's no stove here anymore. And we have that little hole covered so the air is not coming through, and we don't get, animals or anything in there. But it is brick. It's the same brick that what we have upstairs, and so it's really pretty. And we didn't want to drill a hole in the brick. I would like to have possibly a shelf there, or at first I wanted like a mantle. And so that would be really, nice to have, just to have a mantle down here. And we were going to do that, and my husband was really concerned about drilling a hole in the brick. So we decided not to do that, but I have her propped up against it, and it looks really good. So I'm going to keep that one there. The other one that I have that is in our den is a landscape, and it is of a covered bridge, and we got married in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and there was a covered bridge right by the river or lake where we had the creek where we had gotten married. And so I saw this and I thought that would be really nice to have for us, and to put it, because it looked like that covered bridge. And so I did that one, and that was my one and only landscape that I've actually finished or done. The other landscape I'm working on, the house on the cliff, that one's going to take a long time because it is huge and it's full of confetti. But once that one's done, I think I'm going to have that one framed. The frame is probably going to be outrageous crazy, but if I really like it the way it turns out, I want to put that in our dining room. We have a huge wall. Our dining room is really large. We have a wall that I have nothing on. The lady that was here before us, that owned the house before we purchased it, she had a huge mirror on that wall, and I did not want a mirror. I don't want a mirror in there. So I thought that would be kind of nice to have that wall with a huge portrait or something there. And then when I saw House on the Cliff, I thought this would work because our house is like a rustic farmhouse look, and that I think would work out perfect in there. But it's just the fact that I've got to get these done in order to be able to frame them, obviously. 30, what number is this? 38, 39. Let's see, here we go. And then for my craft room, I just want the real fun ones, the real bright ones, and of course ones that match. And that's one reason why I haven't really put anything up. This is another one that's static. It's not as bad as the one color. I haven't put anything up because I kind of want that one. I only have like one wall that I can put things on, and I want it to be something that's going to be smaller so I can have more up there, but something that's also going to, you know, make sense and not have just a bunch of diamond paintings up there just because I have diamond paintings. So I will decide eventually. All right, 38.45. And I kind of want to wait and see what my favorite ones are and then have those framed. I want to use the same frame for all of them, I think. This may fit in here. Well, let's hold our breath and see. Oh, it does fit. Barely. This one barely fits in this little container, but that's nice. These hold a lot more than what you think that they would. I've gotten these off of Amazon, and I'd like to get some more. I think I only have 2 sets of these. 38.65. I have these 2 left. Okay. And then I have, let's see, 37.47. I put this one in the wrong one. I thought that looked funny, and I did it. Just pour these in here. I've already put the actual sticker on, and then I'll just put this one in here. This is my last one. So not too horribly bad. Let's see if I can get this one to fit in here. Probably not. These are going to be by DMC, so it'll be easier to kit down. It's going to be fun kitting down my Diana once I get her finished, because that one was 250 colors. If I do that one as a video, which I probably will, that's going to take up it's going to be more than one video. There'll be several parts to that one. And this one is 30, and I just want to close. I'm good. Okay, 37.47. This one goes here. I'm going to move this one here. And this is 38.47. So that one goes there. All right, so wasn't too horribly bad with the static. It was a little bit towards the end, but it wasn't as bad as it has been, so I can't really complain too much about that. If I can get all this off of my hands, we'll be okay. So here's what it looks like. I do have a couple of drills on my table. This is what the colors are going to look like. So that's going to be really pretty. I really just love all these greens and blues and purples in here. And then what I really like about these is the fact that you can see the drills. They're really pretty. Also see the mess here. And again, this is what Crystal Fox is going to look like. So I'm really looking forward to working on this one. I will start this one probably on the 1st because we're just going to be sitting around the house, not doing a whole lot. So while my husband is watching TV, I'm going to be diamond painting, and I may go ahead and get started on this one. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, please click on that subscribe button. And until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye.